He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Y'all know what this shirt means. Y'all see the hair down. I don't even have no lipstick on. That's how tired I am. It is currently 3:43 a.m. I did not plan on doing this last review. Like, I honestly did not. I was about to go to bed, literally. Like, I'm going to sleep, and I said, let me just do it today, because tomorrow we got Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, Growing Up Hip Hop. It's just so many shows come on tomorrow, and I'm like, I'm not going to remember the episode if I try to do this review tomorrow for the Little Women Atlanta Season 4, Episode 6. I can't even remember if I said hello, everyone. This is Jay Lee's Corner. I am Jay Lee, and this is my review for Little Women Atlanta Season 4, Episode 6. My hair is itching because I just took the ponytail out. So this is going to be a really, really real video. So anyone who is a consistent viewer knows sometimes, you know, I just give it to you real raw, and it is what it is. And this shirt means, you know what I'm saying, I'm mama's tired. Okay, but I wanted to get it to you guys. So I hope everyone had a great Wednesday. But hell, it's Thursday, so who cares? You know what I'm saying? Have a great Thursday, everybody. I'm going to try to get this done in 20 minutes so that I can go to bed by like 4:05. That's the thing I want to try to do. So I hope y'all enjoy this all natural video. I did not realize I did not have lipstick on. Honestly, I didn't. So we see Minnie is meeting with the twins. They're going to get smoothies. And, you know, one of the twins dropped her smoothie. She said it was too tall or too big for her to carry. But I'm like, why didn't you just put it out on the table? I didn't get how she dropped it. I really didn't. So I was really confused. So she went back and got a smaller one. I'm like, okay, good, like it, I love it. You know, we see that we see that Minnie is still upset with Sam because Sam called her mother about her. On one aspect, I get why Minnie's upset. On the other aspect, I do want her to get over it. I mean, I get the fact that she went to her friend and confided in her something personal, and she's upset because the friend called her damn mama. I completely get it. I don't want you to move in the camera. I don't want nobody to call my mama on me either, because I'm an adult. Like, I can see if I told you I'm finna go murder somebody and I don't care if I go to jail. But if I'm just talking to you about something I want to do, like, don't call my mother. Like, that's just, you know, don't do stuff like that. But again, many need to get over it, you know what I'm saying? Or even not get over it, just not harp on it. Like, just don't talk to her. You know, don't tell her your personal business, leave it at that. The twins were saying how maybe, you know, Sam did it because she was concerned, which is cool. But your concerns can be your concerns without including calling somebody's mama on them and then inviting that person's mama over. I think she could have easily gave Minnie her own concerns without including Minnie's mother. Even if she went to Minnie's mom and talked to Minnie's mom, she could have just had that private... No, I ain't gonna say that. Well, she could have went to her mom with her concerns, but not kind of ambush Minnie with her mama. That's why Minnie pissed off, basically. I mean, it is what it is. Who cares? You know, and then this is how she's still thinking about, you know, doing a career change, and she was thinking about, you know, possibly getting into radio, and that she's going to go talk to a friend of hers who has a podcast, you know, in Atlanta. The twins is like, you know, well, have you talked to Minnie? And we talked to Juicy about that? She's like, no, I don't talk to Juicy because Juicy be starting shit. And, you know, I'm just not for it. And the man, like, I think she's going to come for you. Juicy act like there's no one else in radio just because she happens to be. My thing is, if a little person, I'm going to probably be messing with my hair. I like combing my hair out when I'm about to go to bed and I'm sleepy. But Juicy should probably realize, if you want to be treated as any other person, whether you're a little person or not, you can't make it seem as if you have a hold on the radio parts of a little person. But not a part, but the radio What? Like, you have a hold of the radio little person world. Like, you can't, I don't think that's true, because my thing is, you shouldn't want to be a little person on the radio. You should want to be a person on the radio. And so you shouldn't care if Minnie also wants to do radio, because y'all are just like everybody else, right? If you want to be the only little person on the radio, then you want to be looked at as a little person and not as a regular person. I think that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? My personal opinion. You know, we see next that Money goes with Sam and Juicy to go look for some lingerie. She wants to throw Moreland a surprise birthday party for his 37th birthday, and she wants to do like a little sexy dance for him at the party, so she wants to get something that she can wear to the party. You know, she went in and she tried on some, she did say she was going to also invite all the ladies to the party. I don't know why they invite everybody when they all beefed out. But, you know, she go in, she try on a couple of outfits. She don't really like any of them. I didn't either. At all. I think the outfit she picked, they didn't show her try on either, but it is what it is. She is saying also how, what else did she say? Well, no, Sam and Juicy was talking about how Minnie is still upset with her, and Sam just kept saying how, you know, I was just trying to look out for her, you know, giving her my opinion, and, you know, my opinion and your mother's opinion. But again, you didn't need to give Minnie her mama's opinion, because I'm pretty sure her mom already had an opinion. So again, you included her mother, and she just did not appreciate that. And you can't do things to people or say things to people or include people in other people's lives and then get upset if they're upset with you. You technically did something to her that she didn't appreciate. You can't want her to just get over it. I don't think that's how life goes. But you know, it is what it is. But Juicy told herself, you know, don't lose no sleep over it. I don't like when people like for people to be beefed out. I feel like Juicy revels in the fact of when anyone else is beefed out, because it gives her something to be a shit starter in. You know, my thing is, why tell her that? Just say, hey, y'all work it out. But to say don't lose no sleep over it, it basically means don't even worry about her. Like, she nobody. That's what I took it as. And I think Juicy is messy as fuck, but it is what it is. Monday then comes out, you know, and she was saying how her and Tanya has had a conversation, and, you know, Tanya said how she was sorry that she did not, you know, also include Money in seeing the baby, and she's like, she brought the baby over to see me. So Coach, she's like, why didn't she call me? And what the fuck you mean? Why did you told that lady her baby had you basically told the lady her baby was created by one egg and 2 sets of sperm. You basically call her baby an alien. Okay, that's what you basically did. So I wouldn't call you either. I wouldn't talk to you either. Juicy is a messy, messy bitch, and it's sad because I don't like Juicy. I don't dislike Juicy. I think she's just petty for no reason. I don't. She too over that shit. So, and Juicy was still cracking jokes, saying, well, no, you know, when the egg probably was still coated with some other sperm and stuff, meaning after whichever person got her pregnant, after Nico got her pregnant, her and Vaughn probably had sex, so Vaughn's sperm probably touched the egg. It was nasty. Juicy in her ass was. We see how Andrea and Chris is walking up into their house, and I was confused. I'm looking like he was carrying a baby and she was carrying like a crate of stuff and like a walker or some kind of car seat or whatever. And I'm like, why is she carrying everything and he just carrying the girl? So when she then said that, you know, because she's pregnant now, she doesn't feel comfortable. I'm sorry, y'all. She doesn't feel comfortable carrying Aubrey. So Chris does, and she carries everything else. I still thought to myself, why can't Chris do it all? Why can't Chris take the baby in the house, come back out to the car, and get the boxes and stuff? Boy, bye. You know, she was saying how because she's pregnant also that she feels like she won't be able to walk up and down the stairs as much, so she's going to probably need a ramp because it just gets hard. She's scared that she's going to walk and fall and then maybe fall with Aubrey or fall while she's pregnant or just hurt herself because of her little frame and the way the stairs are made and because she's pregnant. So Chris like, well, you know, I can build a ramp, you know what I'm saying? She's like, no, we need to have a professional build it. You know, you can't build it. So they're going to build a ramp. Okay, you say so. We then see Money, her 2 left feet at her dango dance rehearsal. Money really does have 2 left feet. Like when she was working with the instructor, when the instructor was working with her and showing her, like, okay, go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and get that. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. But when she was giving her like the instructions and walking around with Money, Money was able to kind of get it, and she wasn't as bad. Baby, when she told Money to try it on her own, I'm like, she got three left feet. Like, it's that bad. I was like, she really can't, like, she's really not coordinated. Like, she was bumping into the chair. Like, it was just really, I think she just needed more practice too, because it was her first time dancing, doing the whole routine thing, and she just didn't remember. But she got really bad. She had three left feet. So it was that, and she was just saying how, she has to practice more to do this dance for more than for a surprise birthday party. The next thing we see is Tanya is like putting the kids to bed, and then she talks to Vaughn a little bit, and she just lets him know that with her still healing from her C-section, that she is not able to really do or take care of her two other kids as much as she can. She's like, I can't do much. It's just getting really hard. It's hard for me to take care of all three kids. And what I thought when she said that was, well, why did you get pregnant with third baby? You knew. Because you had already had 2 C-sections. Okay, because you didn't have either one of your kids, a natural vaginal birth. So if you knew how long it takes to heal from being pregnant, and you knew how hard it was, and just point blank period, why have a third baby? Because you don't have help. So why have a third baby? So for me, I feel like she's like, oh my God, I'm just so, I need so much help, and I don't have this, I don't have that. But I feel like she put herself in this situation. Like, you didn't accidentally get pregnant. You got pregnant because you was fucking without no condoms. And, you can't make it seem as if, oh my God, Nico isn't helping. Well, he wasn't helping before. And, Vaughn had school. Vaughn been in school. And, I have 2 other kids. You've been had 2 kids. So my thing was, you are complaining about a situation that you created yourself. You put yourself in the situation. So, she first has Vaughn like, well, can you, like, take some time off school? And he was like, no, if you miss so many days, they kick you out the program. And then she says how, even though Nico helps a little bit, he just doing his own thing, so he not no real full-time, I can help everyday basis person. So, Vaughn says, well, I can call my mom and maybe she can watch him. Oh my gosh, she can come down here for like 2 weeks. And he was like, no, she can get the time off work either, but we can send the kids to her, for a couple of weeks, and she can take care of them while you heal. That is a lot for someone to do, because as we know, the 2 older kids, only one of them is, one is Vaughn, one is Nico's. The boy is, the son, Jaden, is Nico's, and then the daughter, I can't think of the daughter's name right now, is Vaughn's child. But to send 2 kids to the guy's mom, and like the one kid ain't really my son's child, but I'm taking care of it, I don't know if I would be able to do that. I don't even mean to be petty, but I'd be like, Day, that crazy bitch, I would just be like, not even, trying to deal with it. But, I guess that shows how nice of a family he has, too, because he is helping take care of 2 kids that are not his. One child who was born before he was with her, and then a second child born, while they were together. But, of course, she got pregnant when they wasn't together. But, to see that he helps take care of a baby that isn't his, and then also, his mother and his family is willing to also help babysit or watch for 3 weeks a child who technically isn't theirs by blood. It's a really, really great thing. And Tanya is lucky as fuck, because she put herself in a fucked up situation, and Vaughn is really stepping up to really be a help to her, where Nico ain't doing shit. But because she allowed him to not do shit. That's why I don't know why she got pregnant by him a 3rd time. But I don't know how abortions in little people work. I don't know, so I'm gonna leave it alone. So, she said how, I didn't want that to be my choice. I didn't want to have to send them away, but, I don't have a choice. You could have used a condom. Would have been cheaper. So, the next thing that we see is Chris is going on a job interview for an electrician. He has a bad past or whatnot. He has all those tattoos, so sometimes he's unemployable. Andrea is the breadwinner for their family because he can't keep a job or just doesn't have a job. You better go be a pizza man and go get a job at the pizza place or the restaurant and be a cook, be a chef, be a waiter. You better go bust some suds and wash some dishes. You better go be a goddamn janitor. Something. People with the criminal histories get jobs. Shh, I got tattoos. I got a job. I'm not a criminal, but you know what I'm saying. You can't be like, oh, my tattoos. He got a lot of tattoos. But you know what I'm saying. Get your ass a job, boy. So, but I'm like, why he got them socks on? He had on like some gray socks and some black shoes and some black socks, but his socks was showing some black slacks. But his socks was showing looking like Michael Jackson. Boy, go sit your silly ass down somewhere. So he goes to the job interview. You know, Andrea's waiting in the car with the baby and whatnot while he in there interviewing. The guy do ask like, you know, can you pass the drug test? You know, have you ever been convicted of a DUI? What do you say? You have any DUI? She said no. Can you pass the drug test? She said yes, you can pass the drug test. Then he said, you know, do you have any previous arrests? Chris said, previous. They didn't show how the conversation went from that point. When he came back to the car, he's like, yeah, it was going good, but then he asked me if I had any previous arrests, and I had to, you know, tell him about the whole car thing, you know, over him being convicted of like stealing cars or whatever back in the day. He's like, so he told me he would keep me in mind, but, you know, it didn't go how I planned it, you know, but it's not the last job. I mean, he sounded very optimistic. That was a great, great thing. We see Andrea crying because she's like, you know, I just see you trying. And, again, go up out of Happy's Pizza. You know, go up out of Coney Island, you know. I don't know where they live at, so they might have had that stuff there. But, you know what I'm saying? At least he's trying. I can say that. You know, let us hope he don't leave her again. Lord Jesus, don't leave her again. We see Minnie goes to her friend's podcast. Her friend is Carlos. Now, I've seen Carlos around on other different little shows or whatnot. I think he was even on Charlamagne the God show, Uncommon Sense at one point. And his co-host is Chico. And Chico was the guy who was on Wild 'N Out. So, you know, she said how she wanted to kind of start being on the radio and stuff. So they kind of like, well, okay, you know, you want to be on the radio today with us on our podcast. So, you know, she's a guest on their podcast. And I think Minnie did really good. I think she was very relatable. I think she was funny. I think she was able to do improv to where they, you know, said stuff and she was able to, like, you know, flow off the cuff and, you know, have conversations and laugh and crack jokes. That's what you want with a person who does a podcast or on the radio. You want them to be approachable, likable, and not have an irritating voice. Because you people can get tired of it. People want me to do a podcast, but I'm like, yeah, my reviews are the same as the damn podcast. It's just on video. You can see my face. So, yeah, she did good. She was also funny, and they liked her. You know, and they was like, you know, where you been had? We could have been had you on the show. So, you know, it was a real cool thing. And then later on, we do see how they invite her back down to the show, and they let her know, you know, that basically she has an open invitation to come on the show and, you know, co-host with them. And she was very, very happy. She did accept their invitation. So I thought that was a great thing. You know, she's trying something new. You know what I'm saying? She does here, has her shop or whatnot, but there's nothing wrong with her wanting to do something different. I have a regular job that I go to every day, you know, in the office. I work in billing. But, you know what I'm saying? In the evening, I'm on here with y'all. So everyone has the ability to do something different, just get themselves out there and just be different and be kind of express themselves. So I think it was a wonderful thing. We see Chris, and he's helping the contractor build the ramp at their house to save money on, you know, paying to get it done because money is tight because he got no job. So, you know, he's helping build the ramp. He's talking to the contractor dude, and they're talking or whatever. He's saying like, yeah, you know, I'm looking for work. I can't really get a job because of my tattoos and because I have a criminal history where I was arrested, you know, for like stealing some cars a long time ago, you know, and he says that little stuff. So the guy is like, well, yeah, I know how hard it can be. You know, I have tattoos as well. He was like, so, you know, I get it. So they built a little ramp. They wasn't done building it, but it looked nice, you know. Andrea tried it out with a little stroller without the baby in it, and it was helpful for her to not have to do the stairs. And I think that's great that, you know, he even helped get it done and everything because she needs it. And it will be helpful for her because she can get a little wagon, you know, to like if she has to bring groceries in, if she has to bring that box thing in, she can just have something that she can pull up and down the ramp versus having to carry it. With it being heavy, so I think that was a great thing. And then, you know, Andrea likes the ramp. And then the contractor, at the end of the day, he was like, you know, I know you're looking for work or whatever, and he's like, I'm always looking for people to do work. He's like, so if you want, you know, you can work with me, and, you know, I can teach you some things about carpeting. I'm like, see, Chris, there are other jobs you can get, even with a criminal history. So that was a great thing he did. Of course, he took the job and everything like that. We see Tanya has Nico come over to visit Jaden before Jaden and his little sister goes to visit Von's mother in DC for 3 weeks. And at first he was like, I wish you would have talked to me or told me um, before you was gonna send them off. And I'm like, you don't have no say so, homie, because your ass ain't never around. Hush up, little puppy. You can't tell her, boy, bye. So whatever, I wish you knew. Shut your ass up. Anywho, Nico sitting there and it's awkward. You know what I'm saying? It's awkward anywhere it go. But then Vine walked in and it's still a little bit more awkward. Because it's like, when he walked in, like him and Nico kind of didn't speak to each other. Like he spoke to, I think he did speak to Tanya. But I don't remember him and Vine saying, yeah, man, hey, what's up? It was the kind of like, I see you sitting there and I know you sitting there, but that's really it. And it was just awkward. So he like, yeah, so the kid's going to your mom's house? And he was like, yep. Yeah. It was just awkward. I mean, girl, you made an awkward situation for yourself. But, it was nice for Nico to help Vine pack up the kids' stuff and take her to the car and everything. And, the kids is off to grandma's house for 3 weeks while Tanya heals. Girl, don't have no more babies. Not near another, okay? Just don't do it. Awkward. So, the all-white party happens, Lord Jesus. So, Money has an all-white party, surprise birthday party for Moreland. Moreland does come in. He looked that surprised to me. I think he realized when she said dress up in all white and come to this location, he knew it was for his birthday, so it was what it was. We see how Sam and Minnie still are not talking. But this time, Sam walked in and kind of ignored Minnie. Whatever. Sam was on one today, okay? She was really on one. She was on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. She was on all of them. Because, she kind of ignored Minnie when she walked in. Then she was rolling her eyes, during the day. And Money and Juice like, where you rolling your eyes at? What's going on? And she's like, nobody. I don't know if she was drunk or I don't know. She was feeling herself, totally. So, Mormon comes in, surprise, he was happy or whatever. Everyone dancing, having a good time. And then we see Sam wants to go over and talk to Minnie. I will never understand why people who have issues with people decide to talk about those issues at someone else's party. If you have an issue with somebody, you at a function of mine, don't address that shit at my party. Address that shit later. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead on somewhere. So Sam comes up, and I also can't understand why Sam doesn't get that Minnie just did not appreciate her telling her mama. It's really that simple. And the bad part about it is, does Minnie have to stay mad? No, not at all. She doesn't have to at all. But at the same time, if Sam would just apologize and not say, well, this is why I did it. I did it for a good reason. That ain't the point. Sometimes it's not your intent of why you do something, but if you make someone feel a certain kind of way, you need to accept how you made them feel. And before you try to defend yourself and your actions, you need to acknowledge that you hurt someone else's feelings or you broke someone else's trust. Because Minnie is saying that I trusted her with this private information, and then she went to my mother. That's the whole thing. Even though it wasn't a secret from her mom, she still was like, I came to you about it. You should not have went to my mom about it. So I completely get it. But, Sam comes up and, hey, Minnie. And Minnie was like, she's not responding to her. Oh, you're not going to talk to me? She was like, no. I don't have anything to say to you. Sam should have just said, you know what? Okay. And she should have walked the fuck away. But nope, she didn't do that. She then says, she's going to continue to be childish and be upset. She was like, yes, like I told you something, and you went and you talked to my mother, and I don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And she then tells Minnie, well, maybe you should just try harder before you try to do something so easy, just to do a surgery. It's not your job, Sam, to tell Minnie what she should do with her body. If she wants to have surgery, that's on her. You didn't tell Tanya ass not pop up that goddamn third baby. No, you ain't on her tail like that. Well, you was a little bit. But Sam just need to shut up as if she's holier than thou and she just has all the answers to all the decisions, to all the things in the world. And to say to Minnie, you should try harder. When Minnie said, I do try harder, no, you should try harder before you try something easy. People think surgery easy, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? And it is complications. But if that's someone's choice, you can't then guilt them or make them feel bad for wanting to do something different than what you would do. Because y'all two different human beings, point blank into the period. So when she's still saying, you should try something hard, you should try harder, and me said, I do try harder. She then said, what did she say? No, she didn't call her a bitch. She's like, bitch, you should try harder, don't be childish and get over this shit. And that's what pissed me off. Because my thing is, Sam went over there and she started some shit. Usually Minnie starts some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's Minnie. This time it wasn't Minnie. Minnie told her, I don't have nothing to say to you. And Sam still sat there and fucked with her and said, you should try harder. I was trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, this, da, 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 da. It was stupid. It was stupid. It was petty on both ends. But I feel, because many of them, of course, went back and forth with her. But my thing is, don't come in my space talking to me and feel like you can tell me, bitch, try hard, and I don't care about this, and I don't care about this. Sam was dead ass wrong, too, for calling a scene at Marlon's birthday party. You a guest, bitch. Oh, this made me so mad. So, then when they kind of separated them or whatever, you heard Sam say, and don't give me a side like I won't fuck you up. Let me tell y'all something. It ain't nothing else I don't like than a person walking away telling me what not to do because they might fuck me up. If you can't say that in my face, you can't fuck me up, hush, little puppy. Sam pissed me off in this particular scene simply because she did not have to go confront Money. When Money said, I don't have nothing to say to you, she could have walked away. And when she just kept saying to her, she was basically telling Minnie she's fat and she's lazy and she's not trying to lose weight. It may be true. Minnie might be trying to take the easy route out. I'm not saying that she's not doing that. What I'm saying is, it's her choice as a grown adult woman, what she do with her body. And again, as a friend, you can't tell your friend what they should do and get mad when they say, I don't need you to tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that from you. And I think Sam's full of bullshit. So, Money then do a little dance for Moreland. It wasn't as awkward as I thought it would be. The last thing that we see is Minnie decides to announce her whole pie shift job at this party. I'm not sure why she decided to do that, considering the fact that it was not her party. Not only was it not her party, it wasn't even Money's party who was her friend. It was Money's husband's party. So why would you announce at your friend's husband's birthday party that you are going to be on a podcast? I get that you happy, you excited for it. Bravo, bravo, bravo. But bringing it up at that point in time, I was kind of confused. Like, okay. So for the most part, when she said it, how I'm trying to change my life, trying to do something different. I thought about going into radio, and I did my friend's podcast, and then lo and behold, you're looking at the new full-time person for the the 85 South podcast. Everyone else was like, oh, okay, well, not everyone. Sam was funny acting. Juicy was funny acting. Everyone else like, oh, okay, congratulations, clap, clap, clap. You know what I'm saying? Follow your dreams. It's a good thing you're supposed to do. Honey, Juicy was upset. Juicy was upset as if Money had stole her own personal job. Like, she was upset as if, Minnie. She was upset as if Minnie went to her old job where she was fired from and took her old job. Minnie is doing a podcast, and Juicy was really upset. And then gonna say, you trying to be like me, you know what I'm saying? That's my territory. You know how many people it is in radio? But again, Juicy, if you want to be the only little person in the radio field, then then label yourself as a little person. Label yourself as just a little person who's on the radio. You shouldn't do that. There are many people in the music industry, in the music field, on the radio, who do podcasts. And my thing is, some people don't even listen to I don't even listen to the radio, okay? At all. So my thing is, you can't make it seem as if because you're on the radio that you better than her too. Let that lady live her life and just say, you want my life, you want to be like me, you know what I'm saying? Get your own life, get your own career. I have a real job I'm going to, and so does she. You can't knock that girl's hustle and her dream the same way people couldn't knock you before you was who you were. Because a long time ago, you was just that little lady on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. People didn't really know who you were. It took you years to build up your credit or your notoriety to who you are now. So don't knock someone else because they want to start being something different. I don't like when people do that. It pisses me off. So Then saying she doing a podcast. I ain't worried about her. Yes, you are. You worried about her and you real upset. You big little mad. You big little mad. That is exactly what my battery just at. That is exactly what you are. So get over it. We see how not money. Juicy walks away and Minnie eventually goes, they're like, what's the problem? What's the problem? I don't want to be you. And it's a whole argument between them two. It was just stupid. And then we see Juicy leaving. And then I think Minnie called her the Michelin Man. Juicy, you can't do that. I mean, not Minnie, Juicy. Minnie, you can't call nobody the Michelin Man. You can't. This is not nice. Because y'all was all dressed in white and y'all was all fluffy. Okay? I wouldn't call anyone a Michelin Man because if someone sees me in a white, they can say, you look like the Michelin Man because you look fluffy. I'd be like, oh, do I, bitch? Anywho, that's how the episode goes off. So it is currently 4:14 in the morning. But I got it done. Looking a mess and everything. But it is what it is. Anywho, that was my review of Atlanta Little Women. I'm tired. I hope you guys enjoyed with me what I did tonight. I will be back tomorrow. I am about to go to sleep. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.